Hi guys, this is Extreme Wirehead, and this is my little show called Remains of the Day, where I talk about three different, where I talk about, 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 where I talk about three different things that were exemplary, interesting, or downright nonsensical about the week, and notable or otherwise, because as long as it's my show, I get to do whatever the hell I want. So, you're just gonna have to put up with it. And if you're here and you don't want to listen to that sort of thing, then I have no explanation for what you do with your free time. I do, but you probably don't want to hear it because it's depressing. Anyway, so, three things that were interesting, and I wrap it up and do it again in the next week. So, let's get down to... I don't actually have a piece of paper this week, so I can't cheat myself over exactly what I was supposed to talk about. The first thing I wanted to talk about was air conditioners, refrigeration in general. The whole concept of passing the heat inside a room from one place into another to make one room colder and one room hotter. It's a nice concept. It's actually one of the very first things that I taught myself by myself, because when I was little, my parents bought me these encyclopedia, because it's an encyclopedia, but it's cut up into magazines, and then you have to, like, I don't even remember, Power Quest, was it? Or Knowledge Quest? It's a really old series. The whole point of it was you collect magazines over the week, and then you organize them and turn them into a gigantic appendix of stuff. So it featured Wallace and Gromit quite heavily, if anybody still remembers that pair. But otherwise, it was an interesting idea, and the whole concept came around, and I really like how it showed tiny droplets and how they moved and how they interacted with everything else. It's quite nice, and that's why refrigeration, air conditioners, they have a special place in my heart. Also because I hate heat. That's another thing entirely. But yeah, just air conditioners and how awesome they are, because they are one of the simplest heat transfer devices you can think of. Besides maybe like leaving it in a cold room or something, because that's kind of boring. Anyway, second thing on the list. What was the second thing on the list? Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, there were some other things with air conditioners, if I can save that for another time, because I could talk forever, which is, some people might like it, but anyway. Do I look that weird on the screen? I'm starting to creep myself out, and that's a rarity. That is a rarity. But second thing on the list would have to be stickers, because I don't know about you, but I know a lot of kids who get into collecting stickers, putting them up on things, but I have a problem with stickers. I have a very big problem, because they just mean you copy somebody else's ideas. Like, for example, if you have a sticker of the Soviet Union and so you like being communist, I don't have nothing against that, but what's your take on it? You can't really see that on a sticker, can you? If I see a Barbie doll on the sticker, I won't judge because it's a Barbie doll, but I will judge that you actually want Barbie on your stuff without even explaining why you like it. Personalized stickers do help, I would have to say, but they still have the same basic problem. If you put a brand, you should know. Before I was so... No, it wasn't a rude interruption per se, but yeah, stickers, because stickers are, whoa, I'm getting blurry. Stickers are, yeah, they're just, branding is a very, very touchy issue with me, because I don't like to have brands on my things unless it helps in some way, or it moves the conversation forward, because all you can say is I like a certain brand, insert brand here, that tells me nothing unless you can say, I like this brand because this does this for me, and they're cool because they do that. Explain it. Just don't just say they're amazing. Don't just say. You should specifically mention what you like or don't like. For example, I don't like Beats because there's too much bass in the music, but a lot of people like the style, and I can't really fault them on that because some of those ideas are quite stylish. Why did I start talking about Beats? Yeah, why did I do that? Anyway, and third thing would have to be I live in an Asian country, so this is something that probably everybody else in the rest of the world doesn't actually care about. But you know how in a lot of Asian countries we eat a lot of rice, and I don't know the idea, but some people think that maybe if we make healthy rice, people will have more of it. Because let me tell you that rice is an empty. It's empty. It's only filling. It doesn't actually give you anything good inside. If you work out a lot or do a lot of work, manual labor, or walk a lot of distance, you will burn that rice, and nothing will be left for you because there's very little other nutrients besides the carbs that you took. So it's important to in some cases it is important that you should take some special rice, but I just find it weird. Don't you? Just like, okay, so you're telling me you bleached it, that's why it's white, but now if you don't know, that's why rice is usually white. But this time they say like, oh, we didn't take out certain things, and we didn't clean it, we didn't like bleach it or anything, and now it's healthier. I thought the whole process of cleaning it was supposed to make sure that we didn't get sick from the stuff. And I have no clue if they actually work personally, but it makes other people around me happy, and I'm happy to oblige. But it's a brown rice, black rice, red rice, all these funny rices. Why don't you just not have rice? Isn't that an option? Just find something else that's just as healthy and probably cheaper, like vegetables. Come on, it's not that hard. God, why am I so mad today? Anyway, I'm very boring this week. Very tired, very sleepy. I was actually supposed to just take a nap, but I decided against it. Also, if you're listening to this, and I know you know who I'm talking about. If you're listening to this, I am going to make that video probably within a couple of hours of me making this one. So don't worry, it will come, and I hate you for sending me that thing. It's amazing how only one person in the entire world will understand what I just said. But that's the fun of the internet, isn't it? That you could say whatever you want and nobody actually cares what's happening, what's going on, because half the time nobody's gonna listen, and when they do listen, they'll just think it's about them. Aren't you special? Anyway, that's the end of Remains of the Day for me. This has been Extreme Wirehead. I don't know why I'm talking like a news reporter, and why am I baka. But back to the point. That's the end of the Remains of the Day. If you had 3 things that were amazing, cool, really annoying, or otherwise something notable that you'd like to talk about, leave them down somewhere, down here in the reflection behind me, or is it behind me? Yeah, it is behind me. And enjoy the week, because that's what you're supposed to be doing. Above all else, enjoy it. This has been Extreme Wirehead, and I propose a toast. To all things great and small, wire out.